Hi there, welcome to my weekly review of my FireBridge account. We are looking at the overall view on the M1 Finance platform. So as you can see, my balance is currently $24,742.83. So overall, I'm still down based off my original investment in this account, but it's getting lower and lower and lower, which is fantastic. Just scrolling really quickly at the overall view, down 5% in SCHD, down 17% in VGT, up 16% in Realty Income, down 12% in VTI. So as usual, every week, Realty Income is my saving grace. So let's just look at the weekly review. So for the past week, it was red, up $875.20 or 3.91%. You'll probably notice the biggest difference from last week to this week is that my account balance has gone up several $1,000s, and that's because I made a huge deposit this week, and it's huge for me because I'm not able to contribute this type of money to my account every week. But if you're wondering where did all that money come from, that is because I decided to reduce my emergency fund balance. So after taking some time and kind of thinking about my emergency fund, which I absolutely believe I should have an emergency fund, I had the balance at $20,000, and I started thinking, could I possibly reduce that number? While personally, I don't think $20,000 is a ton of money, I was just trying to be a little bit more realistic in terms of, okay, the current emergencies that you've had to use the account for, and every time I use the account for an emergency, I replenish it soon so that the balance doesn't stay below a certain threshold. I've been able to cash flow them from the emergency fund like $3,000 or less. So when I started thinking about that, I said, maybe you don't need 20,000 in it. Maybe 15,000 would still be a good amount to have in the emergency fund and be able to cover these things. Now, I know the emergency is not just for like a medical bill or the water in your house go out and you need to get a pipe fixed, right? It's also for like more catastrophic events such as you lose your job or you have a major health crisis that you're hospitalized. In my mind, I'm not sure how you could really offset against risk like that unless you just have hundreds of thousands of dollars just in a savings account, right? So the way I'm looking at the emergency fund is this is the fund to cover like non-catastrophic type of emergency. I mean, if I get sick and hospitalized and I get $100,000 bill, I have a way bigger issue than any type of emergency fund can handle. Like that's like, yeah, that's in a whole other category beyond emergency that I would need to work through. So because of that, I've reduced it to 15,000. So that means I had $5,000 to play around with. So what I decided to do with that 5,000 was to invest 2,250 of it into my M1 account, $250 into my daughter's 529 account, and then the other 2,500 I put towards my home down savings. So this is what you're seeing now. So for the week, $24,742.83. Let's just look at the investments. SCHD was up 3.1% this week, or $261. VGT up 4.83% or $365. Realty Income up 3.69% or $153. And VTI up 4.22% or $95. So all green for the week, which I was so happy about. So let's jump right into the contributions for the week. So here it goes. On July 25th, I was able to deposit $200, and it was one buy into Realty Income, and I was able to get 2.8 shares. And then moving over to July 28th, I was able to deposit $304.11, and I had one buy of Realty Income. I was able to get 4.1 shares. And then here comes the big deposit of $2,250 on July 28th. And this amount actually got split into two buys. Realty Income, $1,972.89 went to that. So I was able to get 26.8 shares of Realty Income. And then $277 went to SCHD. So I was able to get 3.75 shares there. So what I've noticed is that once I made that big deposit of, $2,250, the Realty Income ratio, percentage ratio, it looks like it kind of like hit the threshold, not the full threshold, but hit a threshold that the algorithm on the M1 Finance account, our platform, is now wanting to reallocate some of that money to SCHD, which I am not complaining about, because prior to getting Realty Income, and prior to this, the market's getting worse and worse and worse. SCHD used to be my saving grace. So I do still believe in this account. I do want to beef this account balance up. So I'm happy that with this big deposit now going forward, all future deposits will now be split between Realty Income and SCHD. And the way that I have the percentage broken out, so you see SCHD, I have it targeted to 60%, and right now it's at 35.7%. And then Realty Income, you see here, it's at have it target at 38%, and right now it's at 22.6%. And if we just see down here at the bottom, we have an upcoming trade this week. So I'm going to deposit $200 into the account this upcoming week. And you see here, just like I said, now because Realty Income is at a certain threshold, the deposits are now going between SCHD and Realty Income. So the $200 that's going to trade up this week, most of it, $129, is going to SCHD, and $70 is going to Realty Income, which again, I am 100% okay with, just to build up these portfolio. And that is the latest and greatest. So definitely, let's just look here for the week. You see my starting value was $21,125. And then net cash flow for the week, again, including that big deposit, was $2,754 plus gain of $863. So that's what brought it up to the $24,742.83. And as a reminder, $16,000 of this balance is earmarked for my home down payment. So when I think about this account, I really view it as a balance of $8,742, because 24,000 minus 16,000, that's 8. So it's a much lower balance than what it actually is in terms of the bridge account, because again, that 16,000 is going towards my home down payment. But still happy about the progress, still happy about the growth, and fingers crossed it continues to grow. So thanks for coming back here this week. I will continue to keep you all in the know as I continue on this amazing path called FIRE. Talk to you soon. Bye.